Welcome to the Once in a Lifetime series on RVerTV. And this one here, we're traveling the Great River Road. Right along the Mississippi River, we're heading south, starting up here in Minnesota. Going to be zigzagging across the river all the way down into Iowa. All this footage was shot in the month of August during the summertime. Sit back, get ready, enjoy the ride, and journey starts now. I thought we'd start our next adventure right here in Winona, Minnesota, right on the river. Alright, here we go. Off I-90, yay. I don't film freeways. Plus, I want to do some miles. Look at that, we got blue sky. We're out of that fire smoke. Yay, yay. Even though we got blue sky, it is hot. A little humid too. Not bad. Okay, here we are in Winona. I believe it's Winona, something like that. Kind of like the music, the Judds. Winona? Probably Winona. Whatever. We're here. There's a museum we're gonna see. We're gonna camp on the river. Actually, it's still a little early before the museum opens. I thought, want to go to Wisconsin? Heck yeah. Which would be across the river. Which is the mighty Mississippi. Okay, last year I came up the river a ways. So I decided to start up like Minnesota and drop south. One of these times I want to do the entirety of the Great River Road. Following the Mississippi River, you can go way back in history and time. It's absolutely incredible what you find along through here, which we're going to do it today. Yay. All right, blue sky. Let's keep rolling. And can you say old style houses? Heck yeah. Big trees. That always dates a town, the size of the trees. Okay, I'm kind of following the phone. Up here we should cut through downtown. Yeah, we have a good hour and a half yet before that museum opens up. So I thought maybe we'll cut over the Mississippi into Wisconsin. There's a little town on the other side. One of those locking dams where they control the flow of the river. Maybe we get a little scenic view there. Then we'll come back to the museum. Then it's called Prairie Island Campground RV Park. Guess what? We got a waterfront site waiting for us. Then as a little treat, I'd pull out the e-bike. Maybe we'll take a little bike ride around too. Alright, this looks like the downtown area coming up of Winona. Big steeple on that church. That is old. Old. I remember that from last year. A lot of the architecture along the Mississippi, a lot of foreign settlers that date way back, French and German and all that, because all the travelers along the Mississippi was settled here. Which was pretty darn cool. They also had earlier this summer massive flooding. Parts around here, I think it was Minnesota, Iowa. Okay. Now, off to the right will be the museum. We're gonna come back to that. Wow, look at that courthouse. Holy moly. That is old. Well, we'll be back. Let's go to Wisconsin. Isn't it fun? Let's go to Wisconsin, which is only like a mile and a half. The only reason I picked this as a starting point because it was close to I-90. I wanted to start somewhere in the Mississippi. I wasn't sure. So I did look at both sides of the river, Wisconsin and Minnesota. And last year we did a little more of the Wisconsin side, so I thought we'd start here. Then we'll be heading south along the Great River Road. All right, we're crossing the mighty Mississippi right now. How cool is this? Pretty fast-paced road, hard to slow up a little. Fountain City is just across the other side. I'm going to go up about 6-7 miles. Maybe we'll find a place we can pull off and actually see the river. Barges run up through here. That lock and dam system is incredible, how they control the flow. But when this thing floods, I guess it's major. Welcome to Wisconsin. How's that? Courtesy of RVerTV Scenic Tours. Alright, this is Highway 35, which I'm going to have to keep up with traffic here. It's a little fast. We're going to go up to a little town called Fountain City, Wisconsin. Kind of hard to tell with all the trees. There it is, off to the left. There's that lock and dam. According to the phone, that one is number 5A. So we're quite a ways up the Mississippi here. I know the headwaters start above Minneapolis. Somewhere up there. Kind of researched that, but that's a long ways. I didn't want to go up that far this year. We'll stop at that lock and dam on the way back. Should only be about, what, 3 miles up here yet. Wow. These houses are right on the road, huh? Old. All these towns along the Mississippi, they all have history going way, way back. Pretty cool, huh? Corner building right there, built with all the angles. Hey, got a car dealer here. All the tree-covered hills around here. Local bar, looks like a few restaurants. I seen a boat launch back the other direction. I'm gonna turn around here. There's your Golden Frog. Where you want to go? Golden Frog. All the shipping and everything that happens along through here. Barges, hauling grain. I'll guarantee a lot of these buildings here have been here for a very long time. Alright, let these cars go by. Get turned around here and we'll go find that boat landing and check out the river itself. Was that fast enough? Yeah, this will time out. We got right in an hour till that museum opens up over in Winona. It's on the list. It was heavily discussed last year when I did the small section of the Mississippi, kind of like what we're going to do this summer, to do the Great River Road all the way from the headwaters either south or maybe start down the south around New Orleans and go all the way up here in Minnesota, which that would probably be more practical as south to north. Because you try going down there, down south in August now, oh my goodness. Hot, hot. Well, another cool little look at downtown here, Fountain City. Go up here and find that park I passed. Get out of this van a minute. Here it is. Looks like their local park, boat launch, river access. looks like some houseboats. Now that'd be cool. Open up the door, throw out a fishing line, catch breakfast. Right here in the mighty Mississippi. Well, let's go check out the water. Welcome to the Mississippi River on the Wisconsin side, right here at Fountain City. Local little dock. Flags are up. Got a bench. I bet all the barges go by through here. Other ships. There's an app I remember from last year on the phone. You can time out the bigger boats and barges. We'll catch some. We'll see them. Whew, it's hot. For being this low after 9 in the morning. Hot August days, huh? It's hot everywhere across the country. Here's our sign, Fountain City Launch Area. It's fee-based. Probably ain't bad, what, $25 a year for a senior to launch your boat? Well, we gotta walk on the water. And I forgot my fishing pole. That's okay. I do most of my fishing at Safeway anyway. Quiet here, huh? I'm only one here. Well, cool. I'm glad I made it. I'm glad we got blue sky out of that fire smoke. The Dakotas were just plastered with that smoke. Alright, well, we say we'll head back to the van. We'll go to Minnesota. One last little look. You can see the deep water markers out there. Zoom in with the phone. There's one of the deep water channel markers. I'm sure they keep it dredged deep enough for all the big boats. Kind of looking forward to camping tonight along the river. We'll see what happens with all that. All right, let's go to Minnesota. Back on this busy Highway 35. We'll stop at that Lock and Dam 5A. Hopefully we can see something there. On the phone here, they're showing scenic viewpoint. Want to stop? Heck yeah. Should be right up here. Here it is. Well, scenic view of the trees. Railroad track. We'll check it out. Look what's sneaking up the river behind the trees. Big old tugboat. Wow, the traffic on this road is flying past here. Alright, where'd he go? Get our first glimpse of a tug. Can't really see the lock and dam from here. Too many trees. Need to do a little tree trimming. Here he is. I'd still like to ride on one of them things. Some of these guys go a long, long ways. They're on those things for weeks. And he is burning fuel, just plowing through that water. Well, we'll get a lot better looks than that. Matter of fact, let's stop down at the dam, see if we can't see something there. So you can see it through the trees a little bit. But not very well. Well, look good on Google Maps. It's okay. You never know till you try, huh? And we're here right on this mighty Mississippi River. Kind of looking forward to the trip south. Gonna go clear down to Davenport, Iowa. Alright, here's Lock and Dam 5A. Part of their flood control. That's all fenced and gated. Oh, I see a parking lot straight ahead. We'll check that. Oh, there's a old, looks like paddle wheel boat. It's a bar. Okay. And there's your dam. Don't have very good access. Most of this is fenced off. But there it is. There's your Lockenden 5A. Maybe we can catch a better look from Minnesota side. There's the locks. All the big boats go through. Alright, well, we'll cut back over to the Minnesota side. And should be perfect timing to get into that museum. Those are some nice houses up on that hillside overlooking the Mississippi. No viewing area at this one like last year. Well, we'll find more next couple days while we're exploring. Yeah, those are nice homes, aren't they? What a view. But the winters, they get some snow here though. This is Minnesota. Okay, I'd say it's open. I spotted a parking place in front of that courthouse. So we'll go around the block. Museum's that red brick building right there on the right. Not a huge town, is it? More old buildings. Yeah, we'll do a bike ride once I get to the RV park. Kind of fun just to spend the day here, huh? More of the old town. Trees right in the middle of the street. You don't see that out west. Not at all. Speaking of out west, they've been getting cooked. Phoenix, all that. I have all the weather back home on my computer. 108, 110, 118. Yikes. Too bad I'm missing all that. Alright, that parking place is right there. Cool. Might even have a little bit of shade. Alright, let's go check out that museum. I gotta see this courthouse. Looks like something out of a scary movie, doesn't it? My goodness. Thing is huge. All the brick. Has this rounded end on it. Think it's haunted. Woohoo! Alright, museum time. Not very busy though, is there? Yeah, that I'm guessing 1800s, maybe 1880 that thing was built. Maybe the museum will have some info on it. Speaking of which, there it is. Well, it's kind of tied in with some of their offices, and some of it's under construction, but there's definitely local history here. This is a display of custom woodworking. There is a fancy guitar made out of hardwood. Alright, this is where it starts. History of Winona's landmarks. All the bluffs surrounding the area. They mined a lot of limestone here to build. Yeah, this stuff dates way back. Building a city, creating a landmark. Yeah, that courthouse. That's probably one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. I've seen quite a few. That one really stands out. Maybe it's the light color of it. Alright, well we got walk around up here and then we'll go down to the lower section. Looks like they got some veteran local servicemen that served here in the Persian Gulf War. Oh, they did protesting here. I'll be darned. Articles of protest. Okay. That's different. Demolition of Winona's Opera House. That's too bad. Oh, musicians that played there. Look at 1919. That photo's dated. She was probably famous. Those are cool old photos. I like the old black and white photos. See the faces of back then? They're long gone now. It must be local business. Shelter allocation. Back in, ooh, flood. Wow. The power of the Mississippi. There you go. That's always a threat. 1965. Really took over the town, didn't it? Huh. Someone wrote the end. Oh man. A lot of flooding this year. I think I already mentioned that. Iowa and up around here, I guess. Boat races. 1950s. What else we got? Oh, stained glass. That is gorgeous. Look at that piece. Oof. Huge. Kind of the story of the town, maybe. Old washing machine. Few antiques. Old phonograph. And there's the creator of the stained glass. The reflection on that, can hardly read it. Shows industry, business, government. A lot of detail in that piece. Education, recreation. And another stained glass down here. There's some old furniture. And looks like we're getting near the end of it. I think I'll have to go back to the other side to get down there. Pretty decent museum. How about a cannon? Civil War history here for Winona. That is a small cannon, pretty short barrel on it. Fire that thing off, you'd hear it, wouldn't you? Instead of a ship in a bottle, how about a ship in a wood case? The Queen City. Paddle wheeler. Maybe Mark Twain was on that. Looks like the Huffs. Their portraits. They must have been part of the original. So 1833. They're part of the settlers here. Not much in photography back then. You had your portrait painted. Another cannon. Oh yeah. Looks like end of the line. I'll have to go back down the other way. There's the lobby. Isn't this place fancy? Big old wheels. Pattern molds from the 1930s. Alright, let's head on down. This must be an addition to the old building. Yeah, they spent some bucks in this place, didn't they? Goodson, 1945. Did the Bonneville Flats, Salt Flats. That'd be one to go back. That was over by Wendover, Utah. Go back there again sometime. Flatliners. Oh, there you go. Soapbox Derby. You never see anything about that anymore. I don't even think they have it, do they? Soapbox Derby race car, 1961. When I was a kid, that was a huge deal. There's one of them 1 horsepower sleighs. More wagons. That's kind of a short one there, 2-seater. What is this thing? Worthy of a county. Oh, the courthouse. Here you go. 1888, and it cost $100 grand. There's a chunk of it right there. That is wild looking, huh? Wow. What did I say earlier? 1880. Yeah, 1888. Guarantee that thing's haunted. It's not. I'm teasing. Makes your imagination work, though. Proclaiming success. The Watkins building. Oh, Watkins, don't they make spices and stuff? School days, the old classroom. First in class Minnesota schools. There's all the kids lined up to get their picture taken. 1852. Wow. There's a picture, 1839. And the old school teacher. Back then you taught all grades in one room. Teller counter, bank. I'd like to make a withdrawal, please. How much? A lot. More wagons. What's this? Hannibal, the merchant prince of the southeastern Minnesota. It's like his storefront. Isn't that architecture something else? Where else you gonna see stuff like that? Old fire wagon. Uh-oh. 2 of them. They got 2 hearses. Or no. One's a hearse, the other one's a delivery wagon. Some old uniforms. Quite a bit of local history. Photo 1924. There's their band. Right on the steps by the old courthouse. Winona Municipal Band, 1915. Nice big picture. Got a teepee. Well, not too shabby in here. Tons of local history. Definitely worth a stop if you're up here. Well, what do you say? We'll go find that RV park. Maybe take a little bike ride. Maybe we'll catch a big boat going under the bridge or something. What's this? A big lumber yard. Shipping logs down the Mississippi. Yeah, I walked past this coming in. That thing is in perfect condition. Probably'd still work. Huh. Okay. Well, it's about 3 miles out to the campground. I did spot on the map just past the RV park. I think it's the other side to that lock and dam. Want to check it out? Okay. Seems a lot less busy on the Minnesota side. That Wisconsin side was non-stop traffic. And we should be skirting right along the river up here. This RV park is called Prairie Island Campground. There's the Mississippi. Looks like this is their industrial section. Wow. Pretty big. A lot of buildings here. Trucks. What a line of them. Grain trucks, huh? Maybe. Oh, they're waiting to go through a scale to get loaded. Grain silos. Oh, we'll have to come check this. Maybe we'll ride the bike up here, huh? So they got conveyors right across the road. They're loading barges. There's the barges. Aha. See, you never know what you're gonna find. Oh, we gotta check that. Life on the Mississippi River. Oop, I better pay attention. Here's my turn. Looks like a levee road. That is pure swamp down there. Wow. Alright, looks like a little over a mile yet. Made it. Big sign. Prairie Island Park. This will be home for the night. There's the RV park. Yay. I want to, before we go get parked in there, let's, on the phone, I'm cheating. Just past this is, looks like a big parking lot, and it looks like a number 5 dam is over here. Let's see if we can spot it. There's part of it. Oh yeah, I got a lot better access. We can get pictures here. I guess, what do they call that? The spillway section? Because the locks are on the other side. I don't know. Ooh, I see a little walkway up there. Cool. Well, let's check this before we go get in that RV park. Yeah, there it is. We were directly across on the Wisconsin side. Big old islands right in the middle. They're letting water through right there. I bet the fishing is perfect. Here's the flood heights. 65, 69, 97, 01. That's how high the water was. Woof. Well, in the museum, those pictures was 1965. So that's how high the water was in 65. I'd be swimming. Hopefully. My goodness. What a volume of water coming through. Those dams couldn't hold it back. They just probably opened the gates and let it go. So here's your levee. That's got to protect town now. So it's high enough. and that must be a gate they open. Pretty shallow, huh? Well, they really control the flow of this river all the way down. Pretty here, isn't it? People fishing right down here. Gotta be good fishing. Pretty warm out here, a little humid, not too bad. It is the Mississippi River. Head over to that RV park and we'll dig the e-bike out. We'll go for a little bike ride. They have that frisbee golf. Those people right there, they're throwing frisbees. That is popular. Even down in Quartzsite, they got one of those. It's a real course. They all got par ratings. I've never tried it. Have you? So this road is a levee as well, so it holds water back. Yeah, they gotta have a pretty major flood control system here. Especially after seeing those pictures of 1965. Alright, here's home for the night. Prairie Island Campground. Pull down in here, let me get checked in. And we'll go for a little bike ride. I was talking to the manager. He said right at the first part of July, just a few weeks ago, this whole park was flooded. It was underwater here. The river came up over. He said it was really, really bad. I'll be darned, huh? Must have been when all that other flooding was going on. Also, the guy goes to Quartzsite. Knew all about the rocks and gemstones, and they travel around in a motorhome. Pretty cool. And they spend their summers up here. Alright, this looks like home here. We got a riverfront view. Ready, set, let's go. E-bike time. Starlit, got air conditioner on. It's hot, but we just won't stop. There are bike lanes on that road we came in on. So we should be okay. There is a downtown park with a marina. He said that we'll see where the river came up, and it's probably still muddy down there. Then over here, past all the trash cans, is a little boat launch. Plus you can rent kayaks and canoes and all that here. So not only can you camp, you can go out and fish, even kayak around, canoe around. Here's our little marina dock. Well, if the water came up, it cleaned up pretty quick. You can still see mud on the concrete. Wonder how long it flooded for. Here we go. They sell firewood here. You can have a fire. They'll even bring it out to your site for you. I guess on weekends they have food trucks or whatever. Probably get people that stay here all summer, get out of the heat, come up from the south. Okay, we're e-biking it. I see a for sale sign. I didn't notice that coming. There's private homes out here. Mailbox, trash can. Wow. They better have good flood insurance, huh? Alright, what do you say we'll go check out those grain silos and all that stuff? They are filling barges. Start on one end, go across and fill them. What do you think, corn? Who knows? Any kind of grain, I guess. But the barges are just lined up. There's some tugs. This is a pretty major little port here. Well, I'll brave it. We'll ride down the road. It's like a crane on that barge. What a swamp. Think there's any snakes and who knows, turtles. A little bit of everything living down in there. Wow. Different. When you think of Minnesota, you do not think of this stuff. I'll guarantee you. I never did. They must work on the barges here too. That is a big crane. Everything all rusted. I think this is cool. Alright, let's head into town. Yep, they're running grain right into those things. Wonder where it's going from here. What an operation. But it's all dialed in right across the road. Empty the trucks. Grind it up, load it into the barge. Pretty busy road. I gotta pay attention here. But nice wide bike lane. More trucks waiting to get weighed. Hopefully they get paid by the hour, not by the mile. That's gotta be a long wait. That small tug out there is moving the grain barges around. Looks like they're loading them on that big tug. Wow. Well, on the way back, I'll get better pictures of that. There's the bridge. Takes you over to Wisconsin. We crossed it twice. Looks like the one on this side's a lot newer. Pretty smart building two bridges instead of just rebuilding the one. Wonder how many cars go across that thing. I bet there's a lot. There is a whole bunch of them. Pretty happy I picked this town. It was kind of out of the blue at the last minute to start here. So far, so good. This must be that section that manager at the park was talking about, where the water came up. Little visitor center or something there. Probably got boat rides. Go for a ride on the Mississippi. Charter boats. And fishermen. Gonna catch the big one. Yeah, I bet this did flood. You can see watermarks on the concrete. Pretty interesting. Of course, life here, you probably just get used to it. Just don't want to see all the damage. Alright, well, we'll cut through the park and start making our way back. Nice and green here. One thing being from Arizona, it's all dirt and desert, cactus. Always like seeing all the greenery out farther east. Gonna be an interesting trip once we make it to Illinois and start trucking down Route 66. Quite a bit of design there in that concrete. See the water mark? See the water line along there? So you could sit on the bench with your feet in the water. Whoops. There, now you can see the water lines. Look what I found. Pretty flowers. You know me, I gotta check them. Very colorful. Purples, red. There's some happy campers. They get watered. Wow, you know, I'm almost down to where we were at the museum. I didn't realize I came down this far. But here's the same buildings when we drove around the block. Levee Park, that's what they call this thing. Isn't this e-bike cool? Don't have to worry about parking that van, trying to get access. That's the worst part with the van. I mean, it's great to travel in, but to do little sightseeing like this, it's difficult. But not with this e-bike. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for the free newsletter. Put one out twice a month, right around the 5th and the 20th, plus or minus a day. Try hard to get it out on time. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv. Plus, got some coffee mugs, merch, t-shirts, all that kind of good stuff. Also, stories, journals, and blogs about future travels coming up on RVerTV with pictures. So once again, make sure you get over there to RVerTV.tv and check it out, and I appreciate it very much. Yeah, he's moving those, getting them all set up for that big tug to take them down river. Wow, they're stacking quite a few. That's a lot of grain, isn't it? Hopefully they don't leak. Don't have a leak in them. Life working on the Mississippi River. So you got 1, 2, 3. They're stacking 4 deep. And that is 1, big tug there, all powered up. They probably have living quarters, I'm sure. Because the trip all the way down the river, that'd take a few days, I bet. Okay, I found your vacation rentals right here. Let me stop, I'll show you. Looks like most of them are floating on plastic barrels. Hey, whatever works. So you wanted the riverfront view? There you go. Probably for fishing and stuff, huh? Well, fun little start to our new little adventure here along the Mississippi River. Going to spend the next few days trucking south, end up down near Davenport, then we pick up I-80 and cut over into Illinois. Summer travel's a little over halfway done. A lot of miles. Like I said earlier, all the footage shot this summer will be seen. I just need time to get it all edited and produced. So we're gonna have all kinds of good stuff to watch all fall and winter long. All brand new content. Here's something to think about. See that electrical up on that pole? That's how high the water gets. They come out and turn the electric off. So the van would be totally underwater. You can kind of see the white around the trees. So that just shows you how high the water could get here. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when the guy said, yeah, a few weeks ago we had water. It was flooding through here. Right here on this mighty Mississippi River in Winona, Minnesota. Good to be here. I'm liking this park, this Prairie Island campground. If you ever get up this way, check it out. Rates were real reasonable. Alright, gonna have a little dinner, get geared up in the morning, we're out of here. Good morning. There's your mighty Mississippi River. We're leaving this little campground called Prairie Island. Gonna be trucking south. Got a little cloud cover. Oh well. Probably more like fog. Nice day here. Nice quiet park. Really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. It is warm and humid. Heavy fog this morning. We're gonna see a bunch of it, I guess, chasing down the river. That's alright. Doesn't matter. We're trucking. We're heading to Iowa. Not too far, about 50 miles down the road or so. There's our river. This should be cool. Can't wait. Found a couple of historic places to stop too. And this is one fast-paced 4-lane road, so we're kind of gonna wing through it. It's still early morning. Sun's coming up, but you can't see it yet. See on the phone, there's supposed to be a scenic pull-out up here. We'll stop. But that fog's hanging right over. I talked again to the manager back at that RV park. He said it's pretty typical this time of year. I was still amazed how high the water gets at that park when you could see where they put the electrical and all that up on those big platforms. That's feet high. Mighty Mississippi, huh? Alright, shouldn't be too much farther up here. It's really picturesque how the fog and clouds are hanging over the bluffs, isn't it? Found it. I almost blew right past this thing. Woohoo! That's a fast-paced road. Hard to film. Okay, it's on here as a scenic overlook. So we'll see what it overlooks. Aha, I see storyboards. Cool. Alright, well, first stop of the morning. Welcome to the Mississippi River Blufflands. A view of the past. Looking river, all about the boating. Okay, what else we got? Great River Road, here you go. They're just showing it by state there in Minnesota. Sights to see, places to explore in the Mississippi Blufflands. Yeah, I mean, it's endless. Like I discussed earlier, that's a future trip. And I'm almost positive I'd start in the south and work my way all the way north. That way you beat the heat in the summer. Well, maybe next year. But we're going to stay on the Minnesota side till we get into Iowa. There's a cool town called Lansing, Iowa. It's supposed to have a lot of historic buildings. We'll stop there this morning. Unique plants, I bet. Don't have to water here. Between rain and fog, well, there's your view of houses. Probably without the fog, you'd see a little bit of the river. There's your bluffs. Sure is green and pretty though. Alright, let's talk about the depth of the river and a little info about the bluffs. Yeah, that road's like an interstate, isn't it? Yeah, once we get a little farther down, I think we'll get on a 2-lane actual river road. I think we gotta go through a little town called La Crescent or something like that. Alright, what do you say? Let's do it. See the... There's your fog. Okay, I was checking on maps on the phone here. And it's 4-lane till we get a ways down. From where we left in Prairie Island down to Lansing, 60 miles, 62 miles. That's okay. Alright, well, what I'll do is I'll just kick the cameras on, and if I find something, see something good, like blue sky. There's our river on the left. Once in a while you see a patch of blue. I mean, this fog's low hanging in the clouds. There's totally blue sky above it. Finally, we're getting off this, it's a state route, but it's like a freeway. And we're really getting into some fog. Oh no. It's alright. Well, I'm going to cut through this town. I'm cheating. I got it on the maps here. So we're going to actually pick up a 2-lane river road and start trucking south down towards Iowa. Last year we came up a little chunk of the Mississippi. This year we're going down. I'm trying to zigzag differently too. I'm not going to repeat what I did last year. I'm avoiding those towns, and we're going to see hopefully different things. This is only day 2. We got a couple more days of doing this. Oh man, look. We're really getting socked in here. Wow, made it through. There was just gas stations and traffic lights. There wasn't anything to really see. I just kind of got through there as quick as I could. Now, here you go. This will be a good chunk of the river road here. This is going to take us all the way down right into Iowa. Alright, fog is finally lifting. It's called Brownsville. There's supposed to be another scenic overlook just past town here. Little gas station there. This ain't very big. How'd you like to live here? I mean, during the summer, heck yeah. Even if you had to deal with the fog and stuff. Winter, ooh, I don't know. Might be a little chilly. Alright, that overlook should be right up here. Woohoo, and blue sky to boot. Yay. I gotta change the batteries out in the camera anyway. Well, kind of pretty here. Be cool if a big old train went roaring through here. You can see the sun's up, but clouds just have it blocked out. Brownsville Overlook. Basically, this is just a viewing area for birds. There's another map of where we're trucking through. We're on the Minnesota side. I'm not going to cut over. We're going to go down all the way down into Iowa, which really isn't that far. It's a few more miles. Alright, well, got the batteries replaced in the camera. I'm only running one camera this morning with the fog. But right up here at the state line, there's supposed to be a metal post that's highly disputed. And it's got like 150 years of history or whatever. I mean, there's huge stories behind it and all that. So it shouldn't be too much farther. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see the blue sky for just a minute anyway. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting close to leaving Minnesota. All kinds of farms through here. Very, very scenic. You know, the Great River Road runs both states, both sides. So even if you made a trip up, which side do you take? Both. Oh, here it is. Wow, almost missed it. Here's the state line. Okay, now we gotta go find this metal post. And it's not here. Let me look. Okay. Look how the fog just came right in too on me. Alright. We'll come back to this. Hang on. I researched this last night. Alright, I gotta make a left here and go across those railroad tracks over there. I think so. Yep, there's a sign. Okay, they had a massive land dispute between Minnesota and Iowa. And they stuck a big metal post up here. Yeah, but that'd be cool. It's on Google Maps. This little town's called New Albin, Iowa. Aha, I see it. There it is, all fenced off, just like in the pictures. Want to check it out? Heck yeah. There it is. So, apparently they had a massive dispute. I guess massive. Enough to do this. 1849, someone came in here and said, here's the boundary, right here. It's made out of metal. And it's not on the main road. So whoever surveyed it out said, this is it. Dispute over. I declare this, maybe it was for Minnesota or Iowa. Here he is, this guy here. Justin Butterfield. Probably a big deal back then. I mean, who controlled the river and all that stuff. Nowadays everything's what? Satellites and all that. So, what a major feat just to survey something like this without doing it from the air. It cost $57 for that iron post in 1849, right there. All right, let's go back over the state sign. I had to find this thing. Looks like they're building some new town buildings. This must be their corporate yard. Pretty fancy. River's right there. Just can't see it. Alright, we'll check the state line and we're going to head down to Lansing, Iowa. Hopefully it's not too foggy down there. Okay, you got about, oh, what, a couple hundred feet left in Minnesota. Then we're gonna be in Iowa. Okay, we'll check these signs and then get out of this fog. Some kind of motor running somewhere in a mill or something. Okay, point of departure. More about their metal post. Logistical challenges. So that was disputed many, many times. Their boundaries here. That's something, huh? People drive past here forever. Don't even know this stuff. Typical surveyor's camp. Lanterns and tents. Amazing how accurate they were, too. Finding the starting point. Well, if you're kind of a history buff, it's something to look. I seen it online last night through the maps, seen the picture of the post, and I go, what the heck? So we had to find it. Alright, well, so long, Minnesota. More about those barges were cool up in Winona, wasn't it? Kind of amazing how many they tie together. There's your state line, according to the post. Wonder if it lines up. I wonder if they're off. That'd be funny. You always tell where the pavement changes. There's your line. Alright, what do you say we'll run down and find that Lansing, Iowa. It's supposed to be a cool old town with a bridge. And hopefully we get out some of this fog. It really socked in here just the last couple miles coming up on the state line here. Of course, because we wanted to find the steel post. Wonder if somebody moved it, that'd mess with them. Alright, this is Highway 26 right here in Iowa on the Great River Road. There you go. The sun still hasn't broke through those clouds, but no fog. And you can see the river again. A lot of homes through here, isn't there? Welcome to Lansing, Iowa. Old town. That bridge takes you straight over to Wisconsin. Now last year coming up, I think it was called Ferryville. We went through a little town, and that's kind of across the river. There's the Lansing sign. Wow, look at the old buildings. This is cool. And we'll be able to see them. No fog. Really, we haven't come this many miles yet, but this seems like it when you drive in those conditions. Look at this, right in front of their visitor center. Go for a walk? Heck yeah. Alright, well, we'll go up this main street here. There's a little mural. Welcome to Lansing, Iowa. All these old river towns, I mean, they date way back. A lot of them in the 1700s when everything was explored. And they had to put an iron post in for the marker. That's cool. History. You just never know what you're gonna find and where you're gonna be. You just gotta look a little, huh? Yeah, the architecture back then too. Can't ride bicycles on the sidewalk. We got the flower pots out. Pretty. All these little towns always have the best flowers. Makes it feel at home, doesn't it? Pop in the other place, have a cold one while you're doing your laundry right here at Mississippi Suds. So you can drink some suds and wash your clothes in some. All these towns are very patriotic too. There's the local hardware store. Probably a busy place. Almost all these small towns, the architecture in them is always similar but different, each building. They're still saving them. Little art studio here. Looks like we're getting up near the end of it. We'll walk down to the river too. There's a little lawn between the buildings. That probably was a building in here at one time, I bet. Alright, well, let's go check the river. Looks like that bridge is under construction or something. See big cranes out there. Maybe that's for the river boats. Okay, I think this here is their little visitor center. Cute little mural. Welcome to Lansing. We got a bell. There's your town bell. All small towns have a bell. Very, very colorful. So that must be like their town hall. More flowers. We got the bird. The wreck of the JS. See, history everywhere, all along the Mississippi. It's dedicated in 1931. There's pictures of it when they first opened it. Marching bands. Well, connected a whole different world across to Wisconsin. Probably had old ferry boats and all that running through here, huh? Pretty darn cool. I always like these old pictures. They always tell the story. Here's another one about South Front Street. Railroad tracks. This is down where we are. The center of commerce. Could only imagine. Right there. Looks like it's down to one track. There's our fire department. 150 years in 2017 is the age of the town, it looks like. So a lot of these old buildings are still standing. Buttons. Huh. Fishing, grains, and lumber. That's what was hauled out of here. Alright, what do you say? We'll walk down, see the water. Feels good to be out of the van. Yeah, every town has an old bell. Whether it's in a museum or somewhere, you can always find a bell. Alright, let me get over here. We'll zoom in with the phone. Be a little snoopy, see what's happening over there. That is some big time pipe. Maybe pilings for the bridge there. I think they're working on this thing. Those cranes. They're doing something to it. Nice porches on those homes there. Perfect view of the Mississippi River. Wonder if they're rentals or like Airbnbs and things. Cute little park here. Well, 1931, that's not too far off from being 100 years old. Probably does need a little help. Yeah, they got a lot of cranes out there. Oop, there's our barge. One of them. Still like to take a ride on one. I don't know for weeks, but a couple days would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Be like old Mark Twain or something, going down the Mississippi. Only with a GoPro. Yeah, this is some kind of rental. Blue Heron Inn. BlueHeron.com. So you can rent your room there too. Well, fun stop. Not a bad morning so far. You just never know what you're going to find or see. We definitely started out in the fog. But I kind of knew. I mean, that was a busy road in the beginning when we were leaving Minnesota. So now that we're down here along the river itself on this river road, should be a lot better. Alright, well, we're going to continue on. Going to drop down towards Marquette. And I think there, somewhere along this way here, I got to cross over to Wisconsin. Because I'm not trying to repeat the towns we went through last year when I came up a section of the Mississippi. Last year we started down in Dubuque, Iowa. Then we cut up through that Guttenberg and all that. So before we get down that far, we'll cut over to Wisconsin. There's definitely small towns on that side. This is kind of what it's like driving the river roads along the Mississippi. Here's a couple small cranes, little boat docks repair and all that. Be big business, always hitting probably logs. All kinds of stuff. Looks like a little marina there. And I'd say we're getting out of town here. Some more bluffs coming up. For more information on my travel, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for the free newsletter. Also got a merch shop, coffee mugs, t-shirts, that kind of thing. Also, we've started writing journals and blogs about not only future travels, but some of the older videos. We're doing articles on them now with pictures. They're kind of cool to see, and I'm going to try to start being more detailed, like that iron post. That kind of thing. I'll try to find little stories that are readable. Something you just can't put instantly in a video, but anyway, it's something to see and search and read. Anyway, make sure you get over to the website. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one along the Great River Road in the Mississippi River. And I appreciate it very much. Huge farms out through here, my goodness. Some of these are just massive. Really gives you a good insight and look at the center of the country. Well, I'm going to keep trucking right along this river road. Probably find a place to hibernate for the night. Then we're just going to keep right on rolling south, right along the Great River Road. We're going to cut over into Wisconsin and hopefully Illinois, all of it on this journey. morning. It is warm, humid, and no rain. This is Harper's Ferry, little town on the river. We're gonna go from here down to Wisconsin to a campground. Fog is lifting. A little bit of blue sky up there. It's warm and humid. Going to do a few miles this morning. Get down to Cassville. Campground there. I think it's White Bluffs campground, something like that. Be a good little break. Everywhere you look, though, it's just a journey here, isn't it? Look at the trees. It's just green and pretty. There's our river. Houses built on stilts. In case that river comes up. A lot of cabins down through here. I've been passing a bunch of them. A lot of farms through here too. Rock cliffs. You know, when you think of the river, you don't think of this stuff, but it's here. Wonder if you could stay in the cabin when the water's that high. Oh man. That'd be a thrill, wouldn't it? We're gonna stop at a little town called Marquette up here, and that's where we'll cross over into Wisconsin. Last year I came up, not this far, but I crossed at Marquette. So I'm trying to avoid duplicating what I did last year. So we're not going to go any farther south in Iowa. The more I travel this river road, the more I like it. I'm definitely going to look harder at it to do the whole trip. Because you start way down like in New Orleans, go all the way up top of Minnesota, both sides of the river. Wouldn't that be a cool adventure? Ooh, I better pay attention here. We gotta go left. Shouldn't be too much farther down to Marquette. Yeah, to do the whole river road from down Louisiana, I'd definitely go south to north instead of starting up north. Because you could start in the spring down Louisiana before it got too brutal hot. And the time you get up Minnesota, heck, the weather would be perfect. Kind of zigzag both sides. Anyway, it's probably going to get on the list of travels. Yay. This is interesting. You got a railroad track. There's the Mississippi River. Huge. Absolutely huge. Railroad track right here off this road. And a rock wall to the right. Shows you what a narrow little strip they built this road on. And those tracks. Interesting anyway. Here you go. Now you got homes, those cabins, that close to those railroad tracks. That would shake your coffee cup off the table in the morning. Big old train barreling through here. Wow, yeah, that's close to them cabins. Life on the Mississippi, huh? There's some more. Now these aren't on stilts, so they must be high enough. Oh, you got RVs in there too. Yeah, according to phone, we're getting close. Yep. Speed limit. Slowing it down here. Well, we'll take a break up here, maybe walk over the river. Last year, all I did was cross the bridge here. 20 miles an hour. Ooh. Oh, right there, there's a little pier. Looks like fishing dock. Cool. Wow, that's a big hotel. Well, wonder if they'll mind me parking here for a few minutes. Let's take a walk. My phone's still talking to me. I've got to exit out of the Google Maps. It's telling me turn around. It's pretty good. You can use phones and apps and all that for travel. Well, it looks like, say, rentals. We're in the great state of Iowa on the Mississippi. Marquette, McGregor, and Prairie de Chien. I did that last year, mispronounced that. That's across the river. Matter of fact, I'll put the link to that videos down in the description if you want to see last year's, because farther south from here was that Gutenberg and Dubuque, which was really neat towns. I'd say that might be a private. Maybe they rent them out, I'm sure. Probably apartments, Airbnb. There's the bridge. Takes you over to Wisconsin. And what we got here? Pictures of old paddle boats back in the day. The old steam powered one hauling people. That bridge don't look too old. Here's our mighty Mississippi, though. Ooh, it's humid here. Ooh. Pool 10. That's that lock and dam system. Show a picture of some guys in a canoe way back. Wow. That's what you call hanging on. Imagine this river just roaring before they controlled all the flows. Probably got pretty low too during the summer months. Kind of interesting. Like the old Colorado River before they created all the dams. I think there's a boat coming up. Here comes a barge pushing water. They just sit straight flat in the water. Bet he burns a lot of fuel. Well, this thing's got in them like 2 or 3 engines. I'd still like to take a ride on one. I think that'd just be cool. They can live on those things. I know they got quarters on them. It's like those ones we seen up in Winona, that big one. That probably goes all the way down the Mississippi, pushing all those barges. What a system they have. Alright, well, we'll head back to the van. Much needed break here. Time to roll. That tree is huge. Wow. Every little town has their flower pots out hanging or on the sidewalks. This looks like their local post office. Old brick homes. Very old, same style, same roof design, windows. They all got a porch. Bet those go way back. Okay, well, we'll cross over the Mississippi River and we won't have too far to go once we get into Wisconsin, down to that Cassville. Gonna have to wind through, looks like on the maps here, a few back roads to get to that campground. I picked that campground from random. I just was trying to find something that was this distance, and that one kept popping up. There is not too many RV parks along through here. They go in little sections. The bigger towns, you have better luck. Okay, here we go. Time to leave Iowa. Start in Minnesota, come down to Iowa, cross over Wisconsin. See, I think that's what would really make a fun trip, doing the Great River Road all the way. All the different states you would zigzag through. When you think of Mississippi River, you don't realize how many state lines intersect along through here. Whoa, got a little road construction. Wow, that'd be a hot job today, just standing out here in this concrete. Hope they got lots of water. Very busy bridge. I kicked the camera off. I didn't want it to overheat. I've been sitting there like 10 minutes. Away we go. Yeah, these GoPros, they're notorious in the summer to overheat, and then they shut down. Welcome to Wisconsin. Yeah, I checked out the museum last year when I was here, and also their local park. Once again, I'll put the video link down in the description. Click on it and make sure you check out last year's trip going up the Mississippi. We started in Dubuque. Little overcast. It might even be a little smoky in the skies. Still better in South Dakota. That was awful back west. Farmland everywhere out here. Middle of the country. Alright, we're getting away from the river a little bit, but we're gonna cut back towards it. Here's our turnoff. Still got a little time. I can't go straight to the campground yet. We're gonna head down to Cassville, explore around there. It's right on the Mississippi. Old historic buildings it looked like on the maps. Should be a cool little stop. Here's a little burg. Let me check the phone. It's called Patch Grove, Wisconsin. Looks like some big farms. Really nice looking in here. How'd you like to live here? Wouldn't be bad. They definitely get winter though, but part of it. There's your church. You think everyone knows everyone else? Heck yeah. Why not? That's part of living in a small town. Nothing wrong with it. Oh boy, rough road here. Wow. Looks like they're doing some road work. Underground utilities are putting in concrete vaults. Probably sewer or something. Okay, so much for Patch Grove. On to the next one. What's this one? Bloomington. Right there, the sign said so. Population less than 100. Yeah, these are huge farms. All kinds of equipment. I think I gotta make a turn here. Big business having farm equipment out here. Yep. Keep trucking down this road. Welcome to Cassville. Wow, that last mile or so, we really dropped down. Because we're right down here, guess where? Mississippi River. Heck yeah. Well, let's see, I kind of cheated and looked at the phone. There's a park along the river. We'll go find that. Supposed to have some cool buildings downtown, and they got a street closure. Oh man. Okay. Isn't back roads fun? I'll do this any day of the week instead of them freeways and interstates. Alright, well, we're going to take the scenic tour. Looks like they're doing utility work here as well. Well, they can only do it certain times a year, I'm sure. Okay, we're going to cruise their residential area. You can always tell the older homes, they are just the same style. Pitched roofs, all of it. Okay, somewhere up here I gotta make a right. Can we get through? Yep. Little sign says detour. Cut back over to Main Street. And we'll go find that park. Well, let's do this. Let's go find park first, then we'll come back and do the downtown. And this should be the park here, I think. Yes, yep. Oh, there's a statue over there. Well, check that too. You never know what you're gonna find in these places. That's why it's always fun to look. And there's our river. There's your mighty Mississippi. Looks like they got a marina. Or a boat launcher. There's a big park. Bike paths. Gazebo. Lots of picnic tables, so you could come down here and just enjoy the river. Watch the big boats go by. Well, let's drive up to the end. I see some flags right there. And let's get out of this van for a while. Do a little exploring. Oh, wow. They have a ferry here. A car ferry. If I read that sign right. Oh, cool. That's what I need for the van. Just hop on a railroad track. Imagine what you could see. He's going backwards. In almost every small town, they have the best memorials to salute their veterans. Usually from all the different wars. Beautiful flowers. We see them almost every town, don't we? We happen to travel quite a bit. Look, not a breath of wind. And it is muggy, humid. Well, here you go. Here's your mighty Mississippi. This is the first ferry I've seen on the Mississippi. There's probably more. Cash only. Charged by the car, bicycle, person. Park here for the ferry. I don't even see it out there. And looks like another memorial. Probably for all the ones lost in boating, maybe. Dietrich Landing. Okay. I'm sure somebody local. Got the old boat props, everything. That's a nice one. Okay, there's your dock for the ferry. Wisconsin's Maritime Trails right here in Cassville. Interesting. I got the old Model T's and Model A's on it. So this has been a crossing for a very, very long time. Marquette Transportation Company. Interesting. There's a button here. It says push the button and the ferry will come over. I think I see it way down there on the other side. Ooh, what's that? There's a gazebo or something down there. Let's walk down there too. Probably a good place to come fishing. Observation deck. Got you a telescope. Saving species below. Oh, I can't imagine different kinds of fish. Huge lawn. You can make a career out of mowing this thing. Yeah, I think I see that ferry down there. See it? Here. Nope. Saving species. Above water. Land and water for wildlife. Well, the entire Mississippi is, isn't it? This river's been here for longer than mankind. Peaceful though, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to try to zoom in with my phone. There's your ferry. He's over in Iowa. So you must hang out over there until you push the button on this side. Wonder how many cars use it. Well, they got swing sets and slides for the kids, playground, a little bit of everything, all kinds of places to tie up your boat. So if you're out boating the Mississippi, you can definitely stop here and probably get something to eat. Got about a half hour if I can go out and park, RV park, and get checked in. It's a good 7-8 miles yet out to the campground. So what are we gonna do? Check out downtown. This place is like Mayberry on the Mississippi. Really a clean looking town. Big lawns. People got flowers on their porches. So what would be the biggest town close to here? It'd be probably Dubuque. I don't know. I'd have to look on the maps. I think I seen a little grocery store when we came through the other direction. Here you go. Old buildings. There's your Royal Bank. Some kind of lighthouse lounge. Well, I'll park. We'll walk around. Ooh, there's that statue. Cute little park. Wow, that's a cool looking building. Here's the store. I'm stocked up. I don't need anything. Let me turn around. Yeah, there's a road closure. Okay, this is where we came in. Kinda empty. We got the place to ourselves. Well, I'd say park right up here. Penny Eckstein, one of the founders here. My goodness, in 1927, he was elected to the village board, served for 50 years, yeah. Him and his wife. Well, that's kind of cool. Local history. Nice little park. Got the red bark around the trees. Yeah, this is definitely Mayberry on the Mississippi. I mean that in a good way. I'm just funning. Brick walkways, fancy seating. There's that van again. Keeps going around the country. You got a bait shop here with a vending machine that sells worms. I've never seen that. Wisconsin flag. Yeah, definitely old dated buildings. Look restored though. Sit out here on the bench. Watch the world go by. Get you a cold one at the Lighthouse Lounge. Original bank building. Thing looks new almost, doesn't it? Badger State Bank. Was it 1918? So if this building's that old, rest of them about the same probably. Good old Mississippi River, all these towns date way back. There's that picture of that Lighthouse Lounge. Get you a cold one. That breeze picked up just a little bit, feels good. There's our flowers. I'd say that campground is calling my name. I'm tired. Time to get off the road for a night. Put my feet up. Been a very busy summer so far, hasn't it? Fun little stop here. Not bad. Couple bars, bank, grocery, and a big river. Alright, to the campground we go. Looks like we make a right here. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to keep dropping south. Left here. Goodness, this place is way out here. Can't find a campground, we'll pick corn. Hey, be sure to get over to my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for my newsletter, check it out. You can find out all the different things coming up on RVerTV. Plus, we're putting out journals and articles about the travels now. Got merch, coffee mugs, t-shirts, that kind of stuff. And also a lot of pictures you can download. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, where we're exploring the mighty Mississippi River, the Great River Roads, and backcountry like this. RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Well, I think we're getting close. We're gonna run out of road here pretty soon. Just joking. I got it on the phone here. We're almost there. When you look at this on the maps, this place is huge. They got a lot of sites. And I'd say this is it here, coming up. Yep. Kind of look like the pictures. See what this guy's gonna do. He wants a turn. Let both of them go, because I'm slow. I'm tired. A lot of driving. It says stop, go check in. Alright, I can go get checked in. I'll sneak a picture of the inside there. They got firewood, a Christmas tree. I'll be darned. How about a bike ride? Yay. Been set up for a couple hours. They got cabins here. This place is massive. They actually have a bar where they can sell booze, beer. They make pizzas and food. Every weekend, some kind of a family event. A lot of locals camp here, people around. They just bring their rigs out and set them up all summer, so it's like a kid paradise. They got a pond, swimming pool. Once again, this place is huge. They got me clear out in that one section. That's okay, I like being out by myself. Yeah, they even got porches set up for their RV. It's seasonal though, they close it in October. So these folks, they probably just pull their RV out, go put it in storage and bring it out all summer long. They got pickleball courts. I've never played pickleball. Doubt if I ever will. I don't think my knees could take it. And there's their pond for the kids. Got water slides. Yeah, if you got a family and kids and stuff, this would definitely be the place to do it. You can see just how big it is. And the Christmas trees, they got events every weekend. They have Christmas in the summer. It's all kid related. But inside that building there, that's a full bar and restaurant. And there's their swimming pool. So, pretty cool. Home for the night. And we're above the Mississippi up here. You can see those roads. They probably take you down there to the river. See all the trees. But from the ground you don't see much, but look at the size of this place. With all the rigs down there in their pond and everything. And in the middle, nothing but farms out here. Huge farms. Pretty. Wisconsin is one pretty state. Okay, I'm going home. That's the van and a campground. Thank you for watching this once-in-a-lifetime video about the Great River Road, trucking along the Mississippi River. There's actually a part 2 to this that continues on all the way into Iowa. That'll be coming up soon in the RVerTV once-in-a-lifetime series. Also check out all the other RVerTV once-in-a-lifetime videos. We have close to 50 now. Journey never ends. Talk soon.